Welcome to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to get the second game of this doubleheader underway between the Tritons and the Spartans. I am Randy Nielsen. I'm joined for the men's game by Sam Com. How are you doing, Sam?
We're doing all right. How about yourself, Randy?
Pretty good. Just about ready to hopefully watch another game that was just as good as the women's game was.
I'm open. Hopefully it's going to be an exciting matchup today.
Just underway. Spartans win the tip. It's Ryan Warren going to work here against Kephart.
Showing his handles off a little bit there.
Three-pointer is good. That's Chad Warren, number 15 for the Spartans. And here comes Royshawn Webb.
Royshawn Webb's a monster, Randy.
Yeah, the last game that we covered, he really balled out.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of like that.
And again, Royshawn Webb with the easy finger roll for the 2 points.
So we're off to an exciting start here between the Tritons and the Spartans. Here's Gador Queth for the Spartans.
Trying to take that little mid-range shot there, but couldn't get it to go. Royshawn Webb in that last matchup, though, he just commanded the offense at any point that he could.
Now, meanwhile, for the Spartans, obviously last year was an excellent year for them. They were right there in the national title picture, but this year it just has not gone well for them.
Completely different.
Yeah, they've had to forfeit a few games this year, and when they have played, it has not gone well at all. They're sitting at like 3-23.
Yep.
Yeah,
3-23, I believe.
But it's not like these guys aren't really good. It just hasn't gone well for them as a team.
Yeah, sometimes that'll happen, though, you know. You have the players, you have the team, but sometimes things just, they don't go your way. And it's all about how you come out of that. They might not have a good year this year, but, you know, they're still here, they're still playing, and they still have opportunities.
Shot is good there for Chad Morin, but to expand on that, sometimes you have to learn how to lose before you can learn how to win.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's crazy when you look at where they were last year compared to where they are now. I mean, sometimes you just have to grow a little bit and grow as a team.
Looks like they're going to get Chad. So now it's Cameron Jenkins for the Tritons. Over to Bailey. Kephart. Thought about driving inside.
Decided to pass it out. Probably the smart play there.
Leader for Jaden Kephart.
Now for the Tritons this year, as a team, it may not have gone as well as they've hoped. But Cameron Jenkins and Dallas Bailey this year individually, they have shined.
Yeah, they're star players of this team.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anytime they're on the floor, you can just see how the offense changes up.
But it's always good to know, okay, after last year, you know, you had Trey Croft, who was a National Player of the Year, dropping like 28 points a game. And when he graduates, goes to UNI, you have to replace that in some way, shape, or form.
You got to get that building block back. So, you know, because the Tritons offense would be, you know, kind of centered around him because he's such a star player.
Gonna have a foul call here, but yeah, this year it's been the Bailey and Jenkins show. And yes, everyone else has definitely contributed in points, but not as consistently as Bailey and Jenkins every day.
Yeah, that's like a show out. Like anytime they play, they're playing, you know.
Yep. Three-pointer is good there for Kador Queth. But so just like for like Trey Croft did when he went to UNI, you're going to have players, they're going to be looking to play at bigger schools after they're done at the community college level. And so some of them, it's an opportunity to get noticed by bigger schools.
It's a really good way because at this level of play, too, you can really show out, I believe. If you have the skills and you can ball out, you're going to.
Yep. Turnover there for the Spartans.
That was almost a nice little behind-the-back pass there. No look. I think it's for three.
No good. Had a good look, though.
It was a good open look. Maybe it surprised him by how wide open he was.
Here comes Morin against Kramer. Finds Queth wide open. No good. Gets his own rebound.
Good hustle right there. Won't stop till he gets the two and he lays it in.
I think he knew as soon as he let that shot go that it was going to be short because he went right in.
He immediately was going for the board. And he got it. Terrific effort there by Kador Queth. Ooh.
Nice jumper there from Dallas Bailey.
That was a little contested, too.
I think we're going to have a good matchup here between the two 20s on the court today.
Absolutely.
And Queth and Bailey. That pass goes right through Morin's hands. Here come the Tritons. Jenkins. No
Drives
good.
in but misses the layup there.
Three-pointer, no good. That was Noah Persich there for the Spartans.
As I said before, I think they got to take their time with those threes. Really set up plays designed to get the open three look instead of just driving up and shooting.
Three-pointer is good for Dallas Bailey. 7 minutes in, and it's a 17-12 lead here for the Tritons.
Oh,
all the way around the rim
heartbreaking.
and no good.
It went around the world and then just popped out. Absolutely vicious block by Kador Queth right there.
He came flying in and just swatted that right toward it into the cheerleaders.
He wasn't going to let that one get to the hoop, Randy.
It's funny because, from up here in the booth, we can hear some of the chatter from everybody out in the crowd here today. And there was a very big reaction to that block.
That was a big block.
Here's Bailey. Drives in. Bucket and the foul.
Nice little move there. He's just so good at driving in and getting to the hoop.
Mm-hmm. And that's already 9 points for him. We're not even 8 minutes in.
I think we're going to see a good game out of Bailey today.
Mm-hmm. Make that 10 points for Dallas Bailey.
He's just getting started, just warming up. We still got 12 minutes in the first, and we got another half. So I think we're looking pretty all right.
Chad Morin inside.
Playing a little bully ball there, pushing him up in the post.
And I don't think Dennis Pilcher was very happy with that as he immediately calls timeout. 12:24 remaining here in the first half. Iowa Central leads 20-14.
So far, I think it's been a pretty back and forth game.
Yeah.
If you take into account Southwestern's 3 percentage so far, how they've been taking the shots and they haven't been making them, you add those threes, and we're looking at a game they may have control of with the 3-point.
And it's kind of interesting because, the women's game, the Tritons had a couple players out, so they didn't have much of a bench. Whereas in this game, it's the exact opposite, where they only have about 3 players on their bench, and every seat is full on the Triton bench.
Which
so
is
it's the exact opposite.
It's really tough for rotations, too, because someone's always going to be tired, it seems. Can be hard on a team, but,
Here's Aspen LaPointe over to Bailey. Back to Bailey, over to Kramer for 3. Buries it.
Beautiful shot there. I think if the Tritons can keep getting those open looks on the 3, it'll be a good game. Tried to come right back with their own, but
yeah, that was Jordan Doss there for the Spartans. He's number 22. Bailey almost loses it. Kramer again for 3.
On the other side, he makes it. They might want to be a little bit careful there. He's not a guy you want to leave open on the 3.
Every team has one guy.
And he is definitely one that should not be open. Makes it from one side, goes to the other, makes another.
Cameron Jenkins is going to draw a foul here.
I thought he was going to get the lucky bounce there.
They're going to get Ryan Warren for the foul there. That's his first. First free throw is good for Cameron Jenkins.
See if he can capitalize on the second here, Randy. Remember, these shots are easy. I mean, they are free throws.
But the Tritons' offense has just exploded out of the gate. Because not even 9 minutes in, they already have 28 points. That's pretty high scoring.
Absolutely. I feel like they've commanded the floor here. They're not getting bullied around, and they're controlling the pace of the game.
3-pointer, no good. That was Marcus Gaffney there for the Spartans. He's number 30. Here's Bailey going inside. Finds LaPointe wide open. Buries it.
Buries the 3. Tritons are warming up. They're warming up from the 3 a little bit.
Everyone's just taking turns now.
You can't leave those open shots beyond the arc. You just can't do it. Especially with this Tritons team, because most of their players can shoot the 3 ball.
Shot is short there for Queth. That's just been a common theme across all levels of basketball. Being able to shoot the 3 is so much bigger now than it was 10, 15 years ago.
It's really evolved into a game where it's almost positionless in a way. Height matters quite a bit, but anybody could shoot the 3. There's no excuse to not nowadays.
First free throw, no good there for Jenkins. But as you were mentioning, the days of a guy like Shaq, they're gone for the most part.
They really are. You don't, as useful as that kind of player would be, posting up like that, when you can get a big man that shoots the 3 shot, he's almost more, he's worth more, honestly. He's more of a valuable player.
Because he can do more than just play the post.
Yes, exactly. As a big man, being able to post up, that's something you should be able to do if you're a big man. But to be able to shoot the 3, that just adds a whole nother element to your game.
3-pointer, no good. But they get the rebound and the bucket. That's Jordan Doss.
Nice little putback right there. Got to put yourself in position to get those rebounds.
Long pass ahead to Jarvis. Here comes Austin Jarvis.
Really
Finds the
great
point.
Really great ball movement by the Tritons here so far.
LaPointe, shot clock running down. That's blocked by Queb. Not quite as adamant as the last one was, but still a block nonetheless.
He's a person that if you're driving up, you got to be careful because he will jump up and he will try and block it.
Yep. Shot no good there for the Spartans. Here comes Webb.
I'm waiting to see Webb explode in this game. Oh, interesting. As I'm talking.
That was a very interesting move.
That's what I thought. It kind of just stopped, popped, and it went in.
Here's Queth. I see they're going to say that one off his foot instead of Jarvis's foot.
Seems a little upset about that call.
Yeah.
There's bad calls in basketball, though. All you can do is just play the game.
Yep.
Keep moving forward.
Here's Bailey. Over to Jenkins.
And the
Stripped.
steal.
Here comes Gaffney. Nice spin
Oh,
move.
beautiful
Oh,
spin
my
move.
goodness.
Completely caught him off guard, span, and just laid it in for two.
Lots of oohs and ahs here at Hodges Fieldhouse for Gaffney. Jenkins, three-pointer no good. Rebound by Jarvis.
Just in perfect position for that rebound right there.
Bailey for three, no good. And here comes Gaffney once again.
Gaffney might be a little fired up, I see him.
Yep.
He's moving fast. Takes a long three there.
Yeah, that was Warren with the from way downtown. No good, however.
Webb drives in, does that little shot again there.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
There you go, a couple quick buckets there for Oyshawn Webb. You were saying you were waiting for him to really get going. That
Yeah.
might be happening.
I'm really hoping so because when he gets on fire, this Tritons team, they really play well. And when he's on fire, he also tends to steal the ball a little bit, which is pretty exciting to watch those fast breaks.
Queth almost lost it, but we're going to have a jump ball. That's going to go to the Tritons.
As I was talking about fast breaks, I thought he was going to lose the ball, and Tritons were going to push it up.
.6:55 remaining here in the first half. Iowa Central with a commanding 36-18 lead.
He's tying his shoe, Randy.
A bunch of substitutions here.
And there's Webb
both
laying it in.
sides. And like you said, Webb, again, another easy bucket there for Webb. Wilshawn Warren, no good.
I'm feeling it a little bit. I think Webb wants the ball.
Jarvis is blocked by Morin. Here comes
It's
Wilshawn
hard to
Warren.
take that contested shot right there. You got to be careful of that.
Here comes Gaffney.
Tried to do a little move there, but
I'm not sure if he lost control of the ball or if it got swatted out of his hand, but either way, it's going to stay on this end.
from here it looks kind of like it was swatted out of his hand.
All right. Jacorian Dalton has checked into the game for the Tritons. He's number 40.
The tallest player on the Tritons team.
6'8". After the bucket there for Persich, the Spartans call timeout. 6:20 remaining here in the first half. It's a 38-20 lead for the Tritons.
So
They've done just about everything right so far.
absolutely. What do you think they must be talking about in this huddle right now?
Well, I don't think Coach Pilcher was very happy about that last bucket. And obviously, Coach Pilcher, he asks a lot of his players. He wants to play really well, night in, night out.
He wants to keep that foot always on the gas pedal.
Exactly. And he doesn't want to give Southwestern even a hint at getting back in.
I don't blame him, though. I mean, you got them. Tritons are up by 18 right now. And with another half, that's a deficit you can overcome. So there is no reason for you to take the foot off the gas. Really aggressive double team there.
And ended up forcing the turnover. Well, I think we know what Southwestern was discussing in the huddle. I think they might be bringing some full court pressure now.
I think that is what could bring them back into this game, is that pressure. They have to stay on their feet defensively, and I think we'll start to see more points for them. As they say, offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
After the missed shot, here come the Tritons. LaPointe finds Dalton. Over to Kramer. Now Webb. Going to have a foul call here. I think they're going to get a reach in on Wilshon Warren.
I believe so. He does not look too happy with that call.
Tritons will have 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's LaPointe over to Kramer.
It's going to be an illegal screen there. Got to be careful of those.
And we've had a few of those today in between the two of these games.
That's what I was going to say in the last one. How many were there? Like, I want to say
4?
3 or 4, yeah. I mean, you got to watch those. You got to watch for the screen. And if you're setting the screen, got to be set.
So now the Spartans down 18, immediately turn over. Here comes Kephart. Perhaps wisely. Let up just a little bit there.
It's kind of tough to go 1-on-3. Oh, Kramer wide open again. Doesn't capitalize that time, though. I thought he was going to make it. I really did.
Here comes Morin inside, trying to go for the dunk, didn't get it.
I think he tried to slam it home, but I think he just lost control there.
Yeah, he went right in, and he was looking to bring the house down.
Yes.
Just wasn't able to get the ball in the basket.
Yes, he was. It's got to be tough, though. I like the effort on the play.
I think this gym would have gone wild if that dunk would have gone in, though, because it was darn near a poster.
I would have went a little crazy. He was moving fast, Randy.
Kephart in the corner, buries it.
Again, I think if you're Southwestern right now, you can't be leaving these open 3 shots. You have to make them go for the 2.
Wilshon Warren, pull up. No good.
That contested mid-range shot,
Not working.
not the most effective shot for them so far today.
Kephart left alone again, and he hits another one.
Corner to corner, Randy.
Yep. He saw King Kramer do it earlier, and I'm like, I can do it too. Morin fires for 3.
Jacorian Dalton was kind of playing off him a little bit because I didn't think he was. He must have thought that he wasn't going to make it. Close shot there, though.
Here's Bailey. Over to Kephart.
Almost a steal there.
Kramer again. No good. There come the Spartans. The Tritons have doubled up the Spartans right now. They're up by 22. Not anymore, but the point still applies.
Absolutely. You're down by 20 with 3 minutes left in the first. There's going to have to be some big talks discussed at halftime here about what to do. And as I said, I believe a lot of it stems from defense. When you make them go for shots like that instead of leaving an open three, it's much better. Make them work for their points.
Going to call a foul on Ryan Warren, and Dalton will head to the line. First free throw is good for Jacorian Dalton.
See if he can capitalize on this second one. Put him up by 22. 21 will work.
Okay, I thought for sure that was going to just be a three-pointer there for Warren, but he just passed it inside to Morin.
Honestly, a pretty good move because I thought it was going to be a three-pointer too.
Stolen by Wilshawn Warren.
Oh, and he's going to slam it home.
That was a great defensive play by Warren, and he's rewarded on the other end with a dunk.
Hopefully that'll be a springboard for their team right now for Southwestern. Hopefully it'll raise the intensity a little bit, you know? Get them into the game.
Sometimes all it takes is one play.
Exactly. Maybe that'll be a spark for the offense.
You have a foul call on Jordan Doss. That's it's going to be his second. And Royshawn Webb shooting free throws. First one is good.
One more free throw here.
One for two there for Webb.
Queth is back in.
Deep three-pointer is good for Wilshawn Warren.
As I said, maybe that one little play will be a springboard for him. Dunks it home and then makes a three.
That's Steph Curry range.
That was from deep. Absolutely. Let's see what the Tritons do. Maybe they'll try and match it with a three-pointer of their own, or... Good ball control there. I can't believe he didn't lose it when the double team came, but...
Well, they eventually forced the turnover, the Spartans did. Minute and a half remaining here in the first half. Pull-up jumper, no good.
That contested mid-range jumper.
Not happening. Here comes Webb driving inside, and he is rejected. But I think they're going to get a foul on Queth.
I believe so, but he did block it again.
He blocked that thing right into the backboard.
He's got to be careful, though. I mean, as well as he is at blocking, you got to be careful not to get these fouls, especially when you're still in the first half. I mean, Queth is the tallest player on Southwestern's team, standing at 6'7", which means he's a key player, I believe, for their team.
Now, they actually called that foul on Morin instead of Queth, so it was only the first one for Morin, so.
Oh,
yeah,
not too bad there. Queth kind of looked upset, but could be because they're at the line. I mean.
Yeah. Here's Ryan Warren attacking the basket, no good.
Showing off his sandals a little bit there.
Here's Jenkins, fires for three, no good. Here come the Spartans.
See what they end up doing here.
Here's Queth going inside. Looks like he's going to draw a foul on Jarvis.
It's also a thing that I think this team will have to do to get back into this game. They're going to have to drive in and try and get to the line.
Yep. That's not going to help you get back into the game, though, if you're missing free throws.
Like I said, Randy, they're free throws. You have to capitalize at the line, especially when it's 48-29.
Second free throw is good for Queth.
Trims the deficit to 18 for Southwestern while the Tritons lead.
Trevante Diggs checks back into the game for the Spartans. He's number 3. About a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Kephart. Over to Kramer.
He was going to take that 3 at first, but he decided against it.
Webb driving inside. Bucket
and
foul.
one. That right there is a great aggressive play. Drives in and gets the and one.
And that gives Royshawn Webb 13 points here in the first half, leading all scorers.
I can't say I'm surprised, Randy.
Oh, you did say you were waiting for him to get going.
I felt it. I was saying, coming in today, I think Webb, it's going to be an explosive game.
One last chance here for the Spartans in the first half. Warren looking.
Great defense by Webb right there.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. A dominating first half there for the Tritons as they head to the locker room up 21, 51-30.
21 points, Randy.
Yeah, they played really well both sides of the ball in the first half.
For the Tritons, they're going into the locker room happy. Southwestern, they
No.
have to talk about what to do to trim this deficit.
Yeah, they got to. And it's like when you're down 21, it's like you can't just hit one shot and boom, you're back in the game.
No,
you gotta
not
do
at all.
bit by bit.
You have to bring an intensity the rest of this game, because as you can make shots, you also have to play strong on-ball defense against the Tritons because you can't be letting them score anymore.
And I'm curious to see if they're going to do a little bit more of that full court pressure, because they did it for one possession and then immediately forced a turnover.
Absolutely. That one possession was all right. I mean, seriously, they got the ball right away. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. When they pulled that with the full court pressure and the double team, it led to the steal. I think it can lead to a lot of fast break points for the Southwestern team and hopefully trim that deficit by a little bit.
All right, so the Tritons, after a dominating first half, they head to the locker room up 51-30 over the Southwestern Spartans. We'll be back for the second half, about 13 minutes or so, right here on the Triton Nation Network.
That's pretty good. Are you going down there?
I'm just going to go next row. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to get the second half underway between the Tritons and the Spartans. Iowa Central played superb in the first half.
Dominant this first half, honestly. They're up by 21.
Yeah, so now we discussed this a little bit before we ended the break. What does Southwestern have to do to get themselves back up into this game? Okay, 21 points, that's a lot. They might not come back all the way and win, but they could come back and make it close.
Well, they have to bring pressure every offensive possession and every defensive possession as well. They can't let up on the ball at all. They can't let up.
Yeah, because there was one possession where they ran full court pressure.
The full court pressure
and forced a turnover like that.
It was an instantaneous turnover, too, almost, I swear. So I think the key for them is defensively playing just more intensively.
And we'll see if they decide to keep doing the full court press or whatever strategy they come up with, because the defensive strategy that they had in the first half, it really didn't work that well.
Absolutely. They kept leaving an open three shot for the Tritons, which is part of the reason they're up 21 points.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, on the other side of that, Southwestern, they have to get their open three shots and not take as many contested mid-range jumpers and three balls.
Yeah, but part of it is that 50 points in a half college basketball, that's a lot.
Absolutely. When you take into account if the first half they scored 51, they're on pace to score 102. But, I mean, we'll see how that goes.
You don't see triple digits very much in college basketball. I mean, you see it almost every night in the NBA, but that's a different game.
Absolutely. It makes sense for those players to do it. Ooh.
Nice move there for Gador Queth.
Using that height.
Yep.
When you can look over everybody and jump and you're over everybody, it's pretty easy to make it. Ooh. Almost a nice inside pass right there, though.
Yeah, just too tall there for Royshawn. So now Spartans down 19. Looking to see if they can find a way back into this game. Here comes Queth. Gonna have a foul call here. Looks like they're gonna get Kephart.
See if he can capitalize this time here. Makes the first. See, this is what you just need to do. You need to get to the line and get your points. That's how you get back in the game.
Score while the clock is stopped.
Exactly. And that's how you do it. Make both the free throws, then start playing defense.
You have a foul call here. Looks like Jenkins draws the foul.
Good work there.
They're going to call a foul on Ryan Warren. That's his third.
Got to be careful here. You definitely don't want your starting guard out of the game when there's still 18 minutes left. Queth driving in.
They're going to get Queth for the foul there.
That's Queth's second foul of the day, second team foul.
I know Southwestern head coach Blake Peterson, he's probably not thrilled with getting two quick fouls like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Pass goes right through the hands of Jenkins.
I have a feeling Mr. Pilcher is not too happy about that ball flying into the bench of his team.
No, his body language in the huddle says it all right now.
Oh, absolutely. He looks upset, but So already I think I'm starting to see some signs of Southwestern maybe playing a little more intense here, especially on the defensive end, because it has been a minute and a half into the second. And granted, that's not a lot of time, but the Tritons still have not put a point on the board.
Yeah, they haven't even put a good shot up yet.
Exactly. That defensive pressure could bring this game back for Southwestern. As you can see, they forced that ball out of bounds there too just now. I mean,
when you're down by 20, you just got to chip away.
Can't make it all happen in one possession. You got to take your time with it.
Here's Ryan Warren. Over to Persich for 3. Buries it.
Good looks from 3
Yep.
is going to benefit their team greatly. It's already better from last time. I mean, it seemed almost last half they weren't putting up any decently open 3 shots, I thought.
That one is way short there for Wilshawn Warren.
It's heavily contested. I mean, he had a hand in his face. Got to pass the ball out when you have pressure like that facing you, I think. It takes a certain type of shooter to be able to make it like that.
Yep. You're going to get a travel there on Bailey. Like you were mentioning, really good job on defense so far in the second half for Southwestern.
They're forcing turnovers, and you can see it. I mean, Tritons still have not scored a point since the half started.
A call foul there on Southwestern. It's going to be on Persich. I wasn't sure who it was, but I heard someone in Ray said, "Are you serious?" after that call.
It seemed like he was a little upset. But then again, Royshawn Webb right there.
Yep.
Laying it in.
That's 16 points for him.
He scores the first 2 points for the Tritons coming back into the half.
Here's Queth against Bailey. Drives inside, and we have a foul call. They're going to get Dallas Bailey for the foul.
Only his first, though.
Yeah. No foul trouble yet. Knock on wood.
Nice little
Chad
power
Warren.
move there on Kramer. He just drove in.
That was a powerful move.
He posted him up a little bit. And like we were discussing earlier, that whole big man being able to shoot the 3, like that's what a big man is right there, is that posting up. And as useful as it is when you're down like this, the 3 ball seems to be a little more effective. But again, those big men, they still find use all the time.
Gonna have a foul call here on Gador Queth. That's his 3rd. That'll be something to keep an eye on.
Got to be careful.
You know, Queth, obviously their tallest player, one of their best players. They really need him if they're going to have a chance to get back into this game.
Absolutely, because when you look at this lineup for Iowa Central, starting, the tallest player we have is 6'5", and that's Dallas Bailey. In the starting lineup, that is. And then you take it over to Southwestern, 6'7", Gador Queth. He's the tallest they have. The next tallest player is 6'5", and that's Morin, and he's also in the starting lineup, so he can't be playing all the time.
Yeah. Loose ball, Queth dives on it, and they call a timeout. 16-11 remaining here in the second half. 55-39 lead for the Tritons.
Terrific defense, Southwestern, coming out of the half. They've only allowed 4 points since the half.
And that's exactly what you need to do to get back into this game. Like we were saying, you got to do it possession by possession, 2-pointer by 3-pointer.
Yeah.
You can't just pull up from half court and get 16 points for it.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You got to take your time, control the pace, get open looks, and they will start trimming the deficit as they are right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, 16 minutes is a lot of time to make something happen. It
Yeah.
really is.
Just keep in mind, Duke was down 26 to Louisville last week, and they came back and won. So it wouldn't be the strangest thing we've seen this month.
Absolutely not. And you got to think for this Southwestern team, they really want to win this one.
Yeah.
Having to forfeit 10 games in a season, being 3-23, you want to win.
Yeah, especially considering that when these two teams last played a couple of weeks ago at Southwestern, Southwestern got one of their few wins this year.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
So obviously this team has struggled so much this year, so sweeping the Tritons would be a huge confidence boost for them.
Absolutely. Ooh, Quet for
And,
three.
and speaking of confidence boost, Quet just buries that three-pointer from the corner.
As I said, those good open looks on the three will bring them back into this game tremendously.
Cameron Jenkins, short. Rebound
Good
by
deep.
Jarvis.
Oh, and the block.
Rejected. Here comes Queth ahead to Morin, and he slams that home.
Those fast break points could be a factor here.
That was a really good sequence there for Southwestern.
The block and then the slam at the end. Just
And
beautiful.
And an excellent pass from Queth as well. Jarvis.
I believe that will be.
Yeah, that's looks like it's going to stay down. Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
Because I think you saw that and you had a little bit of a look on your face like, I don't know about that one.
He did fall out of bounds
Yeah.
while, like, touching the ball. I mean,
All right, so after the turnover, here come the Spartans. Morin, no good. Rebound, still loose. Eventually Jenkins ends
pulls
up
it
with
in. Tough there. They were battling over the ball.
Mhm. And like you were saying about trimming the lead down, it was 21. Well, it was 13, but now it's 15. But still.
15, that's 6 points from where you were.
Ooh,
It's
that-
already a major improvement.
That looked awkward there for Morin. Hopefully he's okay. Because he looked like he was going to do like a Euro step kind of move. And his leg just kind of didn't want to do that at all.
Just
It's
gave
a-
out for him.
Yeah. And he just fell right down. Now maybe the foul had a little something to do with it, but
That's
it
a
didn't look
possibility.
awkward. It looked awkward. They're going to get Bailey for the foul there. That's his second. As Morin hits the first free throw.
Bounces off the front of the rim. It's the backboard. Flies in. Perfect.
That shooter's roll.
There it is. That's how you got to do it. You got to capitalize at the free throw line.
Yep. And slowly but surely, the Spartans are making their way back into this game. It's now down to 13. Kramer left alone, buries it. Now
There it
it's a
is.
16-point lead.
Tritons seem to be getting back into the game a little bit. Now 6 minutes into the half, they've scored 11 points out.
Yeah.
Much different already.
Bucket and the foul there for Chad Morin.
Beautiful, beautiful there.
They're going to get Kane Kramer for the foul. That's going to be his second.
I believe I hear the fans chanting "Happy Sidewalk Day."
Yeah, that'd be the pep band. They always get creative. We love having them here because they bring a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last time, what were they saying? Like, we want pizza, I believe.
Yeah, they have fun over there. That pass is stolen by
stole.
Webb. My goodness.
Immediate steal, puts it up.
Oh, and this get it to go.
It's upsetting, but I mean, that instant steal, I had to feel pretty all right. It's almost like he passed the ball to him.
Shot no good for Queth. That's 20 points today for Royshawn Webb, leading all scorers.
As I said, I had a feeling it was going to explode.
A Royshawn Webb kind of day. Here's
Absolutely.
Jenkins.
Tried to get it to go there, but helping each other up there. I like that sportsmanship.
Here's Warren. There's not going to be a shooting foul there for the Spartans.
They
They're
will
gonna get
still
Dallas
retain
Bailey.
possession, though.
Yeah, and that's going to be the third on Bailey. Still quite a bit of time left.
It's crazy that they have scored 18 coming out of the half.
Yeah.
Southwestern has scored 18 coming out of the half. Takes a
Warren
three.
for three, no good.
For Sean Webb, pushing it up.
Make it 22 for Royshawn Webb.
He just pushed his man off him and took it in.
Deep three for Warren, in and out, no good.
And you got to watch those threes. They're shooting them from so deep. Now, if you can make them, it's no big issue. But
Yeah.
at this point, just pass the ball.
Warren almost had a steal there, but it's going to stay on this end. Yeah, and I'm kind of with you on that, Sam. It's like, okay, yeah, if you can drain a 30-footer, yeah, that's all well and good. But if you shoot it 10 seconds into the shot clock and you brick it, it doesn't look good.
It seems like that's what they've kept doing continuously, too.
Jenkins buries the three-pointer.
See, it's no problem when you can make it. But when you haven't been effective from the three and you're shooting it from as deep as they have been, it tends to not work. And I just don't think that's the play right now for them.
Jordan Doss gets the rebound. This Queth gets this rebound and the bucket and the foul.
See, that's what you have to do. On any possession for Southwestern, they have to put points on the board.
Yep. And you can't waste possessions in all intents and purposes. If you only have the ball for 10 seconds, fire a 30-footer and brick it, that's a waste of a possession.
Yeah, that's a waste of your possession, like, immediately. Down by 18 Southwestern.
And they trimmed it down to 13, but then it's back up to now 20 as Royshawn Webb's just can't be stopped right now.
He's electric. He's an electric player when he's on the court, and he will command the offense. Seriously.
Queth for three. Buries it.
Queth is trying. He's really trying to bring him back into this game. Wetting that three was a very good way to start, though.
Yeah, that's 19 for Queth. Here's Kramer.
Made those 2 threes in the first.
Jenkins, a deep three-pointer.
Ooh.
Nice shot there from Jenkins.
That was from deep, Randy.
Yes,
Deep.
it was. And that's 19 points now for Cameron Jenkins. Here's Queth being double-teamed. Goes right by the double team.
Got right in there. It didn't
Yep.
matter. That's how you got to do it. Just post up, get in the paint, lay it in for the easy two.
Jenkins for three.
Oh.
Another one.
I think Jenkins might be heating up a little bit here, Andy.
Yep.
These three-pointers are just so devastating to Southwestern, though.
Jenkins and Webb are having a competition who can score more right now.
They're looking at each other and talking, saying, oh, you think you can score more points than I can, huh?
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Going back and forth. I love it. 77-58 here with 9 minutes left.
Yeah, it's just this game has not gone very well for Southwestern. It was like that right from the start.
Absolutely. From the start of their season, and I mean, having to forfeit 10 games, it's just, it's tough. And the oop, Beautiful little alley-oop pass right there, Andy.
You were hoping for a dunk,
I
weren't
was hoping that he was going to slam it home, but, you know, the nice little easy lay-in works the same.
It still puts 2 points up on the board either way. So
Exactly. That's what they need.
Here comes Doss.
Passing it back out. Jarvis almost got the ball there.
Oh, what a pass there from Warren.
Fighting over the ball here, though.
There's quite a bit going on very quickly there. Looks like the Tritons are going to call a full timeout. 8:58 remaining here in the second half. 17-point lead for the Tritons, 77-60 over the Spartans.
So what do you think Southwestern has to be talking about in this huddle?
Well, they had a good plan, like the first 4 or 5 minutes. They trimmed it down to like 13.
And they wouldn't let the Tritons score either.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe they have a chance to come back and make this interesting. But since then, the Tritons have basically matched them shot for shot.
Webb and Jenkins have kind of
Yeah.
been a little electric, I believe. Jenkins, especially in this half, he's been making it from 3, and he's not showing any signs of slowing down, which is kind of worrying for Southwestern.
And you know that the Tritons, they want to win this game because, you know, obviously when they played them last, Southwestern beat them, and they probably stunned them a little bit. Then again, it's like, then again, this happens in conference play. It doesn't matter if it's high school, NJCAA, or D1 ball. You lose to somebody in conference play in the first game, and you're like, okay, I'm going to circle that game on the calendar.
Yeah, you got a little vendetta against them.
Exactly. Gaffney just hit a 3-pointer there for the Spartans. It's back down to 14, so about where it was at the deficit where it was at its smallest, but still down by double digits. But if they force more turnovers.
Forcing the turnovers is going to help them tremendously. It already has.
Queth for 3. Gets the offensive rebound.
Terrific effort on the rebound right there.
And Queth just goes right by Dalton.
Queth is going to take this game into his own hands. I think he really wants to. This is the smallest the deficit has been.
In a long time.
Long time.
Like since the first 5-10 minutes of the game.
It was 21-30 at half. Or, excuse me, 51-30 at half. And it's 77-65 now.
Dalton lost it on the way up. You heard everybody get all excited, and you just heard a sigh.
All the oohs and the ahs from the crowd, but sadly,
3-pointer there. Okay, now we have to pay attention. Now it's getting close.
This is a game here.
Now it's officially a game again.
Queth is playing just tremendous defense in the post there, but they still get it in.
Yeah. Therefore, a quick second, it was a 9-point game. Now it's back up to 11. Oh my
when
goodness.
When he drains the 3.
Oh, my.
Back to a single point, or excuse me.
Single digit.
Single digit game here, which is.
Warren with 2 quick threes, and I see Coach Pilcher's probably not happy right now.
This Iowa Central huddle is probably a little more intense than the past ones have been. Yeah, and
there for a little bit we were thinking, okay, maybe the Tritons are starting to pull away, and we're thinking, okay, they're looking like they're going to win. And now all of a sudden, bam, 8-point game.
They came into the half and scored 41 points, Randy. Southwestern scored
crazy.
41 points to bring the game back to 79-71. At this point, they're playing with that energy that I was talking about, and I don't think they're going to stop. Because when you make it an 8-point game, there's no way you're letting up. They want to win this now. And the Tritons they're kind of shell-shocked here. They came back from a 21-point deficit. It's crazy that it was 51-41 51-30.
Yeah, there for a little while, it's like, okay, they held it at somewhere between 15 and 18, and then basically 3 possessions. Hit a shot, get a stop, hit another shot, force a turnover, another 3-pointer, bang, single digits. And it's like, oh, yikes.
That's just what they had to bring to this game, and now this one's interesting. See what the Tritons can get going here.
Well, obviously, between Webb and Jenkins, it's gone very well offensively. So they're probably going to try and get them going again.
Try and play the offense through them a little bit, set
Yeah.
up plays designed for them. It will be what they need because for the Tritons, you just have to score. Every possession, just keep putting points on the board. Even if it isn't that 3 ball, at least you're putting points up on the board.
They're going to call a foul, or a travel, on Jacorian Dalton. That's exactly what the Tritons did not need.
Turnovers have been
Yeah.
brutal for them this half.
That defensive pressure, they didn't have that. It looks like a completely different team than what we saw in the first half there for Southwestern.
Absolutely, at halftime, they must have had a serious talk in the locker room about how they were playing. Lucky he got the rebound there.
Yeah, Bailey really had to fight for that one. Here comes Webb. Goes right inside. No good.
Terrific defense there from Jordan Doss, getting the hand up. Probably made him miss that shot.
Ryan Warren's going to draw the foul, and he's going to go to the line. That foul's going to be on Jenkins. That's his first. And now with 6:23 remaining, Ryan Warren will head to the line. If he makes both of them, it's going to be a 6-point game.
That's 2 possessions, and they could be tied. Like, it's honestly insane.
Yeah. And even if Iowa Central is able to hold on and win this game, what an incredible effort here in the second half by Southwestern, because
You have to commend the effort.
you see 51-30, and you're like, yeah, this one's over.
Yeah.
And then they come back, and now it's a game.
You would never think that in the fourth, that same game would be 79-72.
No. Here's Jarvis looking.
Looked like he was going to take the 3 there, but decided not to.
He did a good job hanging on to the ball because they were basically taking turns picking on him.
Oh, my goodness. Trying to get the pickpocket there.
And it's like there was multiple people trying to do a pickpocket on him, and he just avoided every single one of them.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't believe he still held on to the ball, but he just kept spinning and ducking, showing terrific ball control there. So what do you think is in the mind of these Tritons players right now?
Well, they're probably for a little bit, they're like, oh, crap, it's single digits. But obviously, they had a really good game plan. You just do something like that. Nice job, Aspen LaPointe.
Really terrific move there, driving in and drawing
Yeah,
the
it was.
foul.
Okay, now this is big. They're going to call that foul on Gador Queth. That's his 4th.
With 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And then LaPointe nails both of the free throws, which
Yep.
brings it back to a double-digit lead for the Tritons. It's 10 points here.
Yeah, the Tritons needed that bucket bad, and LaPointe came through. I don't even know how Jordan Doss got the shot off.
I don't either, but Marcus Gaffney was wide open on the 3. I can't believe
Yep.
they didn't see him there. Jenkins for 3.
In and out, no good. That's another thing that I've noticed from the first half is that they've had a lot of shots the Tritons have that have gone in and out here in the second half that they were making, no questions asked in the first.
Absolutely. I think the pressure that Southwestern is putting on and then getting back into the game is kind of weighing on their head a little bit.
Kind of like that one right there. went in and out, no good. And
Seems
It's an-
almost as if Southwestern is feeding off this
Mhm.
away from home energy, I believe. They hear the fans getting hyped up. They don't want them to make shots, and they're making them. They're draining them.
Here's LaPointe. Over to Webb. Webb. Driving inside. No good.
I believe Southwestern's really relishing in their role as the bad guy here at Hodges today.
Yep. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Gaffney finds Doss. Draws the foul.
LaPointe looked a little,
Yeah, he was like, that wasn't a foul. That was the body language he had, but I mean, he knocked him over. So,
he did knock him over, but
I mean, kind of fouled. But anyway.
there's a polar bear in my suit or soup.
I think it was soup. I don't know. But
Really?
the pep band's getting creative. They've used up all the ones that they have been, that they're
coming
best
up with-
ones.
they're coming
So
up with
they're getting
other
creative.
ones.
2 for 2.
Ooh.
There for Jordan Doss. 82-76. 4:16 remaining. We got a game, folks.
Absolutely. They played with the intensity. They started really playing aggressive defensively, and their game shows. I mean, seriously. Southwestern scores 4 more points. They scored 50 out of the half, which is tremendous. Just what a commendable effort here to put
Yeah.
themselves back into this game.
Dallas Bailey is going to head to the free throw line. But this is big right here because Dorquep just fouled out. That was his 5th. He's gone. And along with his 23. So now for the rest of the way, the last 3:58, you're going to have to find somebody other than Gador Queth to score.
To play your offense through.
Yeah.
I mean,
They had been playing their offense through him for a good chunk of the second half because he was so effective that they could use him as a decoy.
exactly, to have him out of this game, it's really impactful here. Making both the free throws there just adds insult to injury. It'll be interesting to see what they do here.
All right, here comes Morin,
Might have been a.
and they're going to call a charge. Yep.
That's what I was thinking there too.
Yeah, LaPointe did a good job drawing that one.
Oh,
Someone
absolutely.
from Southwestern might say he did a little bit of an acting job there, but it was effective
Way to-
nonetheless.
Good way to put himself right there, have himself set, and draw the foul.
All right, so now for the Tritons, just try and eat up a little bit of clock.
Eat
'Cause
up the clock.
Southwestern has a ton of momentum right now.
Absolutely. What you got to try and do is just slow down the pace for sure. Wait till you got seconds left on the shot clock and then put up something like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to be a shooting foul, so that bucket will not count. They're going to get Morin on the foul. That's his 3rd. And Dallas Bailey will head to the line once again. Of all the people on the Triton team, if you're trying to get back in, the last person you want at the free throw line is that man right there.
He's not going to miss. He knows that they're free throws,
Yeah.
and he makes them. These are pretty big, though.
Is able to get the second one to go. It's a 9-point game. Just under 3.5 remaining.
This is 3 possessions for Southwestern if they were to make threes to tie the game.
That one was way short. And like we said earlier, firing up a 30-footer like that and not even getting close, that's a waste of a possession.
Absolutely. They got to be careful here because they have been taking their time, and it's been effective. But then again, like as you see right there, they're shooting it with 2 seconds off the shot clock. I mean, there's no point in doing that. You have to come back into the game, but you have 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Take your time, get an open look from the three, make it. It's a 2-possession game. Play aggressive defense, and you will be all right. They have the possibility to bring this game back. It's all on how they play.
They were down 21, and there are a couple times they got to within 6. So they're definitely capable of playing that aggressive defense, clawing their way back into the game. But for a last couple possessions, they abandoned the game plan that got them back in the game to begin with.
Absolutely, they've just been putting up shots, which isn't what they can be doing right now.
See, that's one thing that they can do, is they can just attack the rim, draw a foul, and go to the free throw line. Score while the clock stopped.
Which is what they will have to do, I believe, because when you only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, it's crunch time. I mean, you have to make things happen, but you also have to take your time, and it's really tough. This is where the real basketball players show themselves out.
Yep.
This clutch performing.
Two for two there for Jordan Doss, and that's exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. Had he not made those shots at the free throw line, that would have been devastating, I think, to the offense, Southwestern's offense.
Here's Webb.
Almost lost the ball there.
Yeah, the Tritons are able to get the offensive rebound, and they're just able to milk more clock. They're just going to take their sweet time.
It's really tough there. They whapped it out of the paint, trying to get the board, but it didn't work for them.
Wait, Jaden Kephart with an excellent shot fake there. Got that defender good.
Absolutely. He kind of looked a little shocked. Oof.
Yeah, not a good shot there for Warren. And you can tell he's frustrated.
Yeah. It's frustrating. I mean, 2 minutes left. You came back from such a large deficit just to kind of almost be thrown back into it again.
Mm-hmm. Kephart for 3. In and out, no good. Boy, if he would have made that shot, that would have just been like the final dagger, really.
Oh, what a clutch
goodness.
3. Now those are the shots they've been taking all day, but he made it.
Wilshon Warren, my goodness.
Could be a little worrying if they start making those.
Yeah. So after that 3-pointer, 8-point game, 136 remaining. See, it's happening again. Because we kind of had that thing, people would think, okay, when it was 51-30, okay, this game might be over.
Yeah.
And then for a little bit, it was 12. We got back up to double digits under 2 minutes left, and it's like, okay, this game might be over. And then Wilshon Warren's just basically like, no,
clutch.
This game's not done yet.
Absolutely, just
we ain't.
That
done.
Was a clutch shot too. I mean, a defender was all over him. I mean, this is going to be intense. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. You only have to score 8 points. It's a possibility. It really is.
You just got to play good defense if you're Southwestern.
Have to get stops. Absolutely imperative that you get stops on defense.
And for the Tritons, just try and milk the clock for all it's worth. Don't foul on defense. And make your free throws. And you're going to get out of here.
They do that, they'll scrape by with the win here. As you can see, Southwestern's already playing pretty aggressive defense here.
Triton's doing a good job with ball movement, trying to milk the clock for all it's worth. Here's Webb. Going inside.
Ooh,
Up
he
and
gets that
in for
one.
Royshawn Webb.
That's the dagger right there.
They took almost 25 seconds off the shot clock and then got an easy layup. 1 minute left. 10-point game. Shot no good there for Southwestern.
Couldn't get that one to go, and that's heartbreaking there, Andy. Tritons are going to milk the clock here as long as they can.
I'm surprised they haven't fouled yet.
Kind of what I was thinking, too. See, the coach there for Southwestern was signaling something to his players, though.
Yeah. Bailey inside, up and in, and that is the dagger.
Absolutely. With that, it's a double digits, and
Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. But Warren says no way. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Back to 9, but you got 22 seconds. And I think I know who Southwestern's going to give the ball to at this point, too.
I love how Southwestern's just, they don't care if we're down 12 with 30 seconds left. We're going to still keep trying.
They're going to
give you
play
the
their
best
hearts out, seriously.
And it's like the Warrens especially, Ryan and Wilshon, the last two possessions, I'm just going to fire up a 30-footer and drain it.
Clutch.
To make you think, when you think you've won, I'm like, not yet.
You are right. They're putting that finger and they're saying, no, no, no. I don't think so. This game's not over. So you got 22 seconds. Down by 9. You've got to play some sort of amazing basketball here.
They got to foul right
Absolutely,
away.
they have to foul. All right.
So let's see. Wilshon only has 1 foul. Persich has 2. And Diggs only has 1 as well. So I'm thinking it's going to be one of those 3. And there's
There it
Diggs
is.
with the foul. See, and in all context, it was like, okay, they fouled immediately, but they let 2 seconds tick off the clock. And when you have 22 seconds on the clock to begin with, and you let it tick down to 20, that's 2 less seconds to play with. And when you're down by 9, or possibly 10, as
10.
Jenkins, it's like you need every last 10th of a second.
Absolutely. You need to take every second as if it was the last because you only have 20 of them left. I mean,
you can't waste any time whatsoever.
I think that one's probably going to do it, though, Randy. They're up by 11 again. Takes the 3, though, and he makes it again.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Now,
that was a mean step back. My goodness, Ryan
you can see
Warren.
that Southwestern has some very clutch three-point shooters. 14.2 seconds left. He drained another 3. If only they were making those 3s all game, it would be completely different right now.
Because they've been shooting a lot of those deep 3-pointers, and until about the last 5-6 minutes, they weren't making them.
Yeah, and the first half wasn't working for them, and that's what put them down by 21 at the half, honestly. And then they started to make the comeback, and now they're shooting that deep 3, and it's sinking.
14.2 seconds remaining. 95-87 lead for the Tritons. And for the 3rd time, we thought, okay, Southwestern's done. It's like they're dead in the water. And then they hit another 3-pointer. It's like, not yet.
They don't want to be out of this game.
And there's the foul.
Instantaneous foul there.
And now Southwestern's just praying, miss. Please miss.
It's tough for them. I mean, we're at Hodges. This is Triton's home. You know, you got the whole, you got the majority of these fans here backing you up, waiting for you to make this free throw if you're wet.
And they're not going to make a sound.
Exactly. They're
And
going
it's
to let
like,
you have all the time you need.
Nice little
Balance.
shooter's roll there. And it's almost like you could hear a pin drop as Webb shoots the second. And it's good. 10-point game once again.
I'm not even going to say anything this time.
Here comes Warren. And now Bailey gets on him. Don't let him shoot a three. In and out, no good. And that is going to do it.
Wow.
Tritons survive a scare from Southwestern. Dominant first half and a very worrying second half. They had to stress this one out.
Absolutely tremendous effort by Southwestern Community College today to bring the game back from what it was. My goodness.
Don't let their record judge them.
Absolutely not. They scored 57 points out of the half. I mean,
it's like you're thinking, okay, you look at them, they're now 3-24, but it's like they're a heck of a lot better than 3-24.
Absolutely. It might be a kind of a clock thing. I mean, they figured out what they needed to do in the first half, it seems. And then in the second half, they completely changed their game plan around. And they changed it for the Tritons offense, but didn't work out for them in the end. But still, tremendous effort bringing the game back.
Yeah, I commend Southwestern.
Me too.
Because there for a while, they had no business being in this game whatsoever, and they lost by 10. That was a pretty good effort from them.
Absolutely. Being down by 21, bringing it back to 97-87. I'll take that any day.
All right, so that is going to do it here from Hodges Fieldhouse this afternoon. Our next broadcast will be this coming Wednesday. Going to have another doubleheader. Iowa Central is going to take on Little Priest Tribal College Wednesday night. Women's game starts at 5:30. Until then, I'm Randy Nielsen.
I'm Sam Comp.
Thank you for tuning in to the Triton Nation Hour.